Hey guys, I'm out on this cold Canadian morning to bring you the Crocodile 7 HD. This thing is a massive 7-inch drone on the back of my bag. So I'm gonna take it off and show it to you closer. All right, check out the size of this quad. It is enormous. It is big. Like, I have a few 7-inch drones that I keep in my possession to fly every now and then because I love 7-inch. If you've never flown a 7-inch quad before, by 7-inch, when people say that in the FPV hobby, it's the size of the props. These props are 7-inch props. So in order to get 7-inch props on a quad, you need long arms. Well, I don't know if you can see it, long arms, so that the arms go out far, and then you can put the prop, and then you have the body in the center. Now, a lot of times when people make a 7-inch quad, they make a small, skinny body. But this body here is actually, look at how fat it is on top. And it's fat like that so it can handle a super massive battery if you want. Now, I have a large battery, but I don't have the big, massive one that you can put on here, which is pretty insane. This is considered a long-range quad. It's got the long antenna to go long range. It's got GPS rescue. It is designed for long range. It's all digital. This version is digital. You can get it, I'm pretty sure, in the analog version as well, but this is the HD 7-inch, the Crocodile 7 HD. So this should give me, for flying around here, an average guy who's done no modifications, I should get like about 2 or 3 miles of flight range with this, just right out of the box. I've done nothing different to it. So it should be a lot of fun. Now, of course, to get that much flight range, you better have a battery to take you that far. I don't have the recommended battery that goes on here, but I have a smaller one that may do the same. Let me just show you the sizes of the batteries. So this drone, this quad, is a 6S quad. It takes a 6S LiPo battery, so 6 cells in the battery. This is a normal 6-cell battery that I use on all my 6S quads. It's a 1300 milliamp battery. And by a lot of standards, it's large. It's quite large and it's quite heavy. So they want you to use like a 2600. This is a 1300. They want a 2600 on that thing. The biggest one I have in my possession is an 1800. So there's 1800, and check how big that is. So here's what I normally put on my 6S quads, which looks enormous on them already. This is what I have in my possession. Whoops, I just lost that one. This is what I have in my possession, is this one compared to that one. And the one they want, it's bigger. It's a 2600. This is an 1800. I don't have that, so I'll be flying it today with an 1800 and a little 1300. What I'll do, because I know a lot of you are probably curious since it is a large drone, I'll go fly it with a little GoPro hat cam on and show you it flying around, and then I'll take it and fly it with my FPV goggles. Here we go. All right, so let me get my radio out of the bag here. The radio I'm going to use is the DJI FPV controller because the receiver in here is just your basic digital. It's a whole digital system, so I'm going to use this controller with this here drone. Now, to take this drone for a quick spin right here, right in front of you, and film it, I'm just going to use my little 1300 milliamp hour 6S battery on here. All right, so let's put the battery at the back so we can balance it since we have a GoPro at the front. All we have to do next is plug it in, give it some power. Comes to life. Let's go to arm. Whoa, that thing comes alive quickly. And let's take it up. This is dangerous. Anybody who is a beginner should not fly this. This thing here's got a lot of power. Oh my God, I've got a little battery on it and it's just like wants to go. Oh my God. All right, so I gotta fly this FPV. I gotta put my goggles on. So here, let's bring it over here and plop it on down. There we go. All right. Let's go fly this with my goggles. Now, the goggles I'm going to use, of course, are the DJI FPV goggles because this thing is all digital, so that's what I have to use. Now, to fly this with my DJI goggles, I'm going to use this 1800 milliamp hour 6-cell battery. It's huge, but it's still not big on here. Check that out. There's still room to put an even bigger batteries, but that's the one I'm going to use. So here we go. All right, that's a big quad, and thank God it's early morning and no one's out here because that thing is crazy. It's cold out here and my eyes are starting to water. When it gets cold, they water, so this is going to be a short flight. All right, 7-inch quads have a ton of power. Those props are massive, so watch this. Here we go. Acro mode, full power. Oh, look at this. Look where I am. I'm up in the stratosphere, just like that. Oh my God, oh my God, this thing has way too much power. And I have to be careful because it's not as small as my other quads. It can't fit through all the little tight spaces that I'm used to flying through. Yikes, look at this thing go. Fly over here. Woohoo, it is long range. Now over there is all my buddies and they should be flying airplanes. Oh, it looks like nobody's flying planes. So I don't have anybody to chase then. Oh, there's somebody down there. Go around them. That's how quickly I made it to their field, and I'm coming all the way back to me. I'm just flying through all these fields. 7-inch quads are massively insane. They are not designed for little people that are learning how to fly, because you will poke your eye out or poke something out. They're just too big and too fast. Look at this thing. I'm coming back, and I'm back to my location. There I am down there. Coming down, coming down. Woohoo! All right, I go by the cell tower up here, no problem. This is our snow clearing equipment down there for winter. You can see the sand and everything over in there. Now what I'm going to try is, let me take this over here and I'll try the GPS rescue. So I see an arrow, it's pointing back to me, so here we go. So watch this, I'm going to go like this. See what I'm doing? And GPS rescue's on. What's happening? Not doing anything. Hopefully it's coming back to me. It's going back. It's coming. I see it coming to me. And I don't know if it's going to fall out of the sky. It's coming over me. Everything looks good. Okay, so it's just going to keep on flying over where I am. So I'm going to take the GPS rescue off. This thing's insane. Look at this thing go. Just sucking power left, right, and center. You can do little spinny flips. That is a weird flip. I was like angling it while I was flipping. Let me try this thing again. Let's go up here a little higher. A little flip this way. Yeah, it flips a little bit strangely because of its side. Because of its size. Very weird. Holy crap, just flying over everything. It's pretty windy out right now, and this thing here does not care about the wind. It is telling me one thing. It's telling me that I am really using up battery power. All right. So let's bring this back down. I'm gonna go visit my friends flying planes and see if any of them want to fly a plane, and I'll chase it with this thing. All right, coming towards me. This is called My Hands Are Frozen, and I have to land fast, so watch what happens. Poof! There I am. Worst landing in the world, but when your hands are cold, you want to get down fast. All right, here we have Andre out here. So what are you flying, Andre?
This is a little rainbow wing.
Oh, I see it coming.
2S little thing.
All right, Andre's out here flying FPV with a plane, and he's got his EC1500 in the back, and it's freaking cold, but he's gonna fly it, and I'm gonna chase him. So there's Andre's plane right there, and there's Andre's fan club. Fan club, wave! Hey, Andre over there, fan club! All right, we're gonna go chase this plane. So this is the 7-inch, but look at how ridiculous it is. I've got a 6S, 1300 milliamp hour battery on the back. Look at how little bit of room it takes up.
Nice. I like, Steve, I like.
It's made for a 2600 milliamp to fit fully on there, because look at, there's only one strap being used. The other strap's not even used.
The battery looks tiny.
Waiting for Andre. Okay, I'll fly around behind you, then take off. All right, I have to tell you, I'm in love with this quad. This quad is really good, but it is a lot to handle because it's so big and it's so fast. And I've been having a blast out here. I want to show you how much fun I've been having. It's really muddy because of the rains and everything. Check out the front. There's like mud on the motors, mud in the props, mud everywhere. It's just every time I land and take off, you know, I come and skim down and I get mud all over it. But keeps on flying. It's really durable. So I highly recommend this one if you want to get yourself a big 7-inch quad that's long range with GPS rescue and digital. It's really, really good. And I'm just surprised how much it can lift. It has no problem lifting this big 1800 milliamp battery. I'm gonna have to order myself like a 2600, stick it on and see if it can lift that. I'm sure it can without any problem. It probably won't be as nimble, but wow. Right now, it is so fast and so nimble, it's a blast to fly this thing. I mean, it is a blast. If you're in the FPV hobby right now and you're flying 5-inch quads and you've never tried a 7-inch, this is a 7-inch to try. It's a lot to handle. It's pretty good. So I'm gonna put links below to where you can find this Crocodile 7-inch HD light drone. There's even like a 7-inch Pro drone. I think it's more expensive. I'm not sure. I'll put the links below. If you have questions on this quad because you've never flown a 7-inch or you're a beginner and you want to get into the FPV hobby, just post your questions below. I will get back to you and answer them. And more importantly, if you enjoyed this video here, well then please give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate that very much. I believe I have an unboxing coming. I think there's an unboxing for this here crazy Crocodile quad. Anyways, if there's an unboxing, it will come up next. Check it out. For now, I say thanks for watching. Many more drone reviews on the way. So take care and bye-bye. And now a super quick unboxing of this massive box, which contains the GEPRC Crocodile 7 HD Lite. Look at this thing. It's awesome. So let me just yank it out. This is a 7-inch drone, so it is quite large, but look at that thing. It is massive and it is digital. This GoPro mount is not included with the drone. You have to purchase it separate, so I will put a link to that below, but I have it here for my GoPro Hero 8. I've already attached it. At the rear as well, you're gonna have to attach this super long antenna. It's got a bend on it because you can bend it up like that if you want. It's for long range. It's to send out the video transmission back to you, so you want it to be quite long range. Now, once again, it is a 7-inch quad. That means the props you get, right here I've got 2 of them, they're translucent, they're 7-inch props. Now, in order to spin 7-inch props, you need a powerful motor. And props that are 7-inch don't spin very fast because it takes an awful lot to get them to go around. So you need powerful motors, and these are 1350 kV motors. You probably can't see it with the light glaring right there. The model number on these is G2306.5. It probably means nothing to you. There you go, you can probably see it right there. And check this out, when I turn this quad sideways, it looks like they forgot to put components in it. Did you get everything? Did somebody steal your components? Well, that's because it's so big. Look at the arms on this thing. These are 5mm carbon fiber arms, so that's going to be super strong. And because it's so large, it's got 2.5mm carbon fiber body, you know, plate on the top and the bottom. If you look at the bottom, you can almost miss it here, but you've got your PDB, power distribution board over here, all your motor ESC wires go into there, and then you got your F7 flight controller over here. There's actually a black box in there, and I think it's got something like 16 megs on it. And on the back right here, you can see the GPS rescue unit, and your VTX antenna goes out behind it. And the reason this whole thing has a GPS rescue unit and this long range antenna is because, as I've mentioned, it's a long range quad. So the bigger the battery you put on here, you know, the weight of that battery plus your GoPro Hero 8 if you want to fly with that, then depending on the battery you put, you can get, you know, a lot of flight time and go a fair distance, you know, easily right out of the box. You're going to get easily 2.5 miles, probably farther, 3 miles out of the box with this thing. But if you want to go farther, you probably can just by changing your flight control system in here. But look at the size of the area for the battery. Let me show you the battery I'm going to use. So here's a battery I've never used before. You probably saw me use it in this video already. It's a 6-cell battery because this is a 6-cell quad, but it's only an 1800. So 1800, this is about 300 grams in weight. That's a lot. So look at this. This thing is so wide, I can take this 1800 milliamp hour battery and go like this, plunk. It fits like that, and that is still not the biggest battery you can put on here. If you want to put an even bigger battery on there, you can put up to like a 2600 milliamp hour battery. So 2600 milliamp hour, consider that this is only an 1800 milliamp hour battery. So a 2600 milliamp hour battery will probably take you from here all the way back to here maybe, and it would fit nicely, and you'll get a lot of flight time. Let me mention quickly what else comes in the box. You get a full set of props for the quad and a full spare set, an awful lot, 7-inch props. You get zip ties, you get a prop removal tool, you have a camera protection tool down here, and a bunch of little cables and ties for antennas if you wish to add them. You get GEPRC stickers. You get a GEPRC product support card, plus some information on your digital camera. And GEPRC is very proud of its flight controller, so you get all the information on the flight controller right here in a brochure. And there you have it. That's my review of this lovely GEPRC Crocodile 7 HD Light Quad. If you have questions on this quad, post them below. If you know nothing about the FPV hobby and this inspired you to get into it, check the links below. I have a whole series on how to get into the FPV hobby. It's called FPV for Beginners. All the links are below this video. If you would like to buy this quad, this Crocodile 7 HD Lite, the links are directly below this video. That's going to take you right to the GEPRC website and you can pick this up. And I'll put a few models there just in case this one's expensive and I find a lesser expensive one. Everything will be listed below. Check it out. And finally, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate that very much. And stay tuned for future reviews of many more drone reviews coming up. All right, guys, take care. Catch you in the next video. Bye.